from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been... First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway, and on the hill today, Yusei Kikuchi. What do you have on him, Singy?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Trying to bunt his way on. Muncy slings to first. One out in the top of the first. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Sammy Sosa.
Boog, he has over 1,500 RBIs in his career. I mean, this is a guy that loves the opportunity to drive in runs. Some people shrink under that pressure with runners in scoring position, but he spent his entire career in the middle of the lineup, and everybody knows he can do some damage.
One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
In the air, out towards left center. Edman makes the play, and there are 2 outs.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 24,
Willie Mays digging in now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit no score. This is Dodgers baseball on the show. Back in Anaheim, today's starting pitcher, Pedro Martinez. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off. It takes a strike. Martinez went the distance the last time out, throwing a complete game. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I loved watching him throw that complete game, Boog. Just not that common anymore. Think about this. And the 24th.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one's off the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mookie Betts now at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Willie Mays makes the play. 1 away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. At the very bottom, hitting 9th, Will Smith.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Babe Ruth stands in now and watches strike one.
The Babe is one of those guys with a larger-than-life personality, Boog, and that's something you see from him on and off the field. He's certainly one of the most recognizable figures in the history of sports.
Oh, right to the backstop. Ohtani up to third on the wild pitch.
Nice job right there, recognizing the wild pitch and being able to move up to third because of it. Now they've got more options in terms of finding a way to bring him home.
Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is one more out to get it. Doesn't have to be a strikeout this time since now they're 2 outs.
It's Aaron Judge now.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
That's towards center. Mays in pursuit. He's got it. And that is that. One left for LA. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Angel Stadium, and here is Sosa to the plate.
Sammy Sosa.
Kikuchi back to work. Check swing, called strike. Out to center. Edman in position. Makes the catch. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover. Kikuchi ready to fire now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Tosses to first, and Tucker is retired.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Joe Mauer. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And it's even up.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Second inning here, no score. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Slider right there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And Freddie takes the K.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, in there long enough that I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy, hacktastic. And now, Jackie Robinson. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Martinez, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here comes Tommy Edman. And that one in the air center field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Suzuki matched a homer in his last game. And he deals.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Just missed. And that drops in for a strike.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Swanson digs in. And a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one in the dirt. 1-2 to count. Top of the 3rd, no score. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Fly ball center field. Edman. 2 down.
Batting 9, the first baseman, number 3.
Justin Turner now. Turner, multi-time All-Star, 40 years old now, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2006. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Cubs are down in order. And we're still knotted at 0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone. And it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And there's a foul ball. That's inside.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That one missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And now 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Dodgers down in order. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nico Horner. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Up the middle. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Birdie.
John Birdie at the plate. Fly to center his first time. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And up next for Chicago, Willie Mays. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Just missed. Man at second.
Ball, that's out.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Birdie takes his lead at third with one away. On the ground, Robinson throws to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Sammy Sosa. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that's in the dirt. 1-0. That's through there for a strike. Line to left. And foul ball. 2 outs. That's a little bit low. Caught him looking for the K. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Cubs 1. Bottom 4, and now the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area. You know, these Dodgers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. This one smoked out to left. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Fought off foul. To the right side. The throw to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Judge comes up empty there.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
That's outside. And it's 2-1. And that one is inside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Kikuchi back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. That's off the mark. And now it's even 1-1. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. That one fouled off. Got him swinging.
Well, that was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Next to hit, Joe Mauer. Soft contact in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle.
Suzuki.
So a man aboard. And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Struck out swinging his first time. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Mauer, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That one out to right. Judge makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 1. Now move to first. And he's back in safely. Runner on the go. Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Line drive. Ruth snags it, and that's the third out. One left for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here is Freddie Freeman. First pitch misses. Freeman hits it in the air. And there's one away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground out to short. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Tommy Edman at the plate. first pitch fastball is in for a strike. There goes Jackie. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this, when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second. Runner on the go again. Pitch outside. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2. Next offering misses down and away.
That's a really good take.
Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Tying run and scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Here's Muncy to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable.
And that one gets away at the plate. And the runner holds. One and two now. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back in Anaheim, here's Justin Turner.
The first baseman, number 3, Justin.
Turner's an interesting guy to talk hitting with. He's someone that kind of espouses the modern hitting philosophy. The whole let the ball travel, let the ball get deep. For Justin Turner, that is beat it with that. I want to hit the ball out front. I want to hit the ball out in front of the plate. That's what he is trying to do. Missed with a changeup. 1-1. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Up the middle. And that one handled. 1 up, 1 down.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Horner, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
That one the other way. Robinson to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Two outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, John Birdie, 1 for 2. First pitch is in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouled off left side. Slice to right and foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The count is full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. Well, we go bottom 6, and up to the plate is Will Smith.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Out to short. Gets the catcher by a step. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's a guy who does it all. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that chance handled by Willie Mays.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
The Dodgers trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Dodgers go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Back here at Angel Stadium, we go to the top of the new pitcher on now, Shintaro Fujinami.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one not close. Ball 1.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results. It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Oh, that's outside.
Fouled off. He was late. And that one moves his feet. One down, base is empty. And there's a ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
This one in the air, right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Three and two now. And he walked him.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
One gone, runner at first. Here's Kyle Tucker.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that's down and away. Fujinami throws to first, but it's wide of the bag and gets away.
That's ball two.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That's out to center field. Edman in position. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Now back, the catcher,
Joe
Joe Mauer.
Mauer, the next Cub to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Sosa off of first with 2 away. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Cubs lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And downstairs, activity in the bullpen. Number 43, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hodge also throwing. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
And a count 1-2. A swing and a miss. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. We're at the top of the eighth. Now the left fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Fujinami back to work. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. And now it's Dansby Swanson. And a strike.
0-1.
That's a strike.
All right, doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Two down, bases empty. Justin Turner will hit next. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Going, gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 down, and now Nico Horner. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson.
For the Dodgers, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
There's the strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Lee Smith up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. In the air, right side. Sosa on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 25.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Ball one there.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Max Muncy at the dish. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive. The tying run at the plate. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Tying run at the plate. Got him. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Will Smith to the plate. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Here goes the runner. Striking there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. With the tying run at the plate, to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Way out front for strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And a swing and a miss. And the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing.
And welcome back to the ball. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Kenta Maeda.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Maeda goes 6'1", 36 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
1-1.
That's down and in. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location, but those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
Mays, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Right through there for a strike.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
Line drive, caught.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
And now the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That one way outside. Ball one.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Lee Smith. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. Foul ball there.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swing, and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Suzuki makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
He's 2 outs away. Digging in, Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 in this one. Just off the inside edge. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Hit in the air left field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Corrals it. And there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 3, Babe.
So they're down to their final out. Babe Ruth getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that is out of play. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cubs take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
2-0 your final here in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.